Hello, this is Cynthia Maynard, and just wanted to show a couple cards that I have made recently. I don't have a tutorial as to how, unless you'd like to see that, then I'd be glad to do one of them. I had to kind of make them in a hurry. Unfortunately, my uncle passed away, and I wanted to send a card to each of my cousins, his daughters, for a sympathy card. Obviously, it's a sad time to lose their father and my uncle, my mom's brother, and so I thought instead of going through them again, if you'd like me to, I'm more than happy to do that, but I wanted to just show them because it was kind of an example of when you need a quick card, in this case 2 cards, and you know, I had some things in my stash that I put to use. You know, sometimes there are days that we don't have a lot of inspiration, and we kind of, I don't know about you, but I walk into my workroom and it's kind of, my brain goes blank. and when that happens, I kind of like die cut things and spray things and kind of keep a little box of little bits and bobs that I can just sort of save for whenever, you know, and periodically I'll fish through there and think, oh, you know what, this works for this, and so I do that. And so some of these pieces, this butterfly came from that, and this piece here is from a Prima marketing die, background die. That's these beautiful roses, and I had die cut that out of just some Recollections cardstock. I use that a lot, and then I just had spray painted it with, spray inked it with different mica sprays, probably, I can't remember now because I did it so long ago, but Tattered Angels and Dilutions and things like that. This is a Sizzix, I believe it's from the Butterfly Duo, with the embossing folder that it comes with, so the textured, and that's what I'm trying to say, what they call it, the Tim Holtz textured expressions, or textured, something like that. But you get the die and then you get the embossing folder, so after you cut it out you can put them in there and get these nice raised embossed pieces there on my butterfly. So so I had him in my stash. He also is spray inked. I spray just about everything. So I took that and I just put it on some cardstock, and I put the butterfly down, and then I put a little glue dot behind there and glued on that little rhinestone, and I thought that looked pretty. Cardstock was so dark, I went ahead with my Spellbinders dies and cut out a card panel there to write my message in the middle. The second card I have is also this, this is actually on some basil cardstock that's textured from a Tuesday morning way back in the day. It's very heavy and great quality, and this is from a Spellbinders die set, and I of course sprayed that with a couple different sprays. I've got like maybe moss and grass or something like that from Ranger Ink, and then a light pink from Tattered Angels, and it's, no, actually that's Color Bloom, a light lavender from Prima Marketing Color Bloom, and it's got a little bit of mica in it. I don't know if you're picking that up on the camera. I put 2 larger rhinestones here and here, and then just a little bit smaller ones on the sides, and then my stamp, which isn't the best quality stamp set that I have. I got it and I got a great deal on it, but you really have to use a little bit bolder ink on that, but I left it because you can read it. It's from Helen Keller. It says, "Faith is the strength by which a shattered world shall emerge into the light." And I just thought that was a nice quote, and I felt like this was light enough that I could still write in ink and have it easily be read. So again, if you need quick cards, and sometimes we do, things happen that you know, obviously we don't plan on, and so, you know, it's nice to be able to have a little bit in your stash that you can kind of grab and just gussy up a little bit and put on a card and send it. Let people know you're thinking of them. And anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. So I needed envelopes. I had an envelope for this one because this is a typical 5x7 card, and I needed an envelope, and I thought I would just take another piece of that basil texture paper and make an envelope with my envelope punch board. A2 size card, 4.5 or 4.25 by 5.5. And so I'm going to just simply find that on here when you use your envelope punch board. Get my phone out of the way. Use your envelope punch board. You just look for your card size, So this is a typical, it even says A2 next to it, 4.5 by 5.5. Paper size and score line. So I need to cut my paper to 8 1/8 by 8 1/8 square. I have my paper cut to an 8 1/8 squared, and it says to go to the score line 3 3/4. So you also have the directions here. 3 3/4. For the 3 3/4, punch and score. So we punch, and then we score. This is thick paper, so I'm going to do a second pass there. We rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise and score. So now that you have this score line, here's a score guide, this little tick here that comes out. And then we go ahead and punch and score. Rotate 90 degrees, align that line up, punch, score. Rotate 90 degrees, line it up, punch and score. So all 4 sides we've done that too. Got this shape now. We've got a middle square and then 2 bigger flaps and 2 smaller flaps. So you can round the corners, you don't have to, but it kind of looks nicer, and so that's your reverse punch in the back. And because this is thicker paper, I'm going to need a strong adhesive. The score lines here. Okay. And then you just pick which is going to be your top and fold that in, and we're going to be putting adhesive underneath here. Tearaway tape is going to be really strong for that, so I'm just going to put it along these 2 spots. Right along that line there. And right along there. Different sizes for whatever card size you need, which is nice. Go ahead and you can even use your burnishing tool to kind of, scoring tool, like so. Always test it out, and it's nice to have a matching pair there. And that fits very nicely in there. And then to put your adhesive there, you can go ahead and use that same tearaway tape, and then you don't have to remove it until you're ready. What's nice about this is no licking. I don't like licking envelopes. And then you can leave it like that until you need to. So maybe you don't want to close it right away because you're gonna, you know, like me, I gotta write my note inside yet. So I don't want to close it, but that's where it's gonna be. And you can put like a little sticker there. You can make a die cut and run it through your Xyron machine and close that off. That would be pretty. Maybe I'll do that, actually. I'm just now thinking about that. But anyway, like this video and subscribe to my channel. And again, if you would like to see one of these cards in a tutorial, let me know about that. And thank you for your time and have a great day.